Hello students, so this is in continuation with your illustration on pre-construction interest as a deduction available under section 24B. So this is illustration number 3. So Mr. X took a loan of rupees 12 lakh at the rate of 12% per annum on 1st September 2015 for construction of the house. So his purpose of taking the loan is for the construction of the house. He repaid the loan on 31st December 2018. The construction of the house is completed on 5th October 2018. Compute the deduction allowable on account of interest for the previous year 1920. So in this case again, the loan is taken in 15 and construction is completed in 18. So pre-construction interest we have to calculate. So first step is we have to identify the pre-construction period. So in this case again, the construction is completed before then the loan of repayment of the loan. So pre-construction period is starting from 1st September 2015 and is ending on 31st March 2018. Because construction is completed although in October 2018, but we have to choose ending period as 31st March preceding to the date of the construction. So construction is completed on 5th October, but the ending date of pre-construction period is 31st March 2018. So we have identified the pre-construction period. Now we'll calculate the interest. So 12 lakh into 12% into, you have to now calculate the number of months in this duration. So there are 31 months. So you'll just multiply 31 divided by 12. So 3,72,000 is your pre-construction period interest. Now you divide this with 5. So 74,400 is your annual amount which you can claim as deduction under pre-construction interest. Now your construction is completed when? In financial year 18-19. So financial year 18-19 से ये इंटरेस्ट आपको मिलना शुरू हो जाएगा और हमारा प्रीवियस ईयर क्या है 1920, तो इस साल भी वो मिलेगा क्योंकि 18-19 से शुरू हुआ है तो 18-19 मिलेगा, 19-20 मिलेगा, 20-21, 21-22 एंड 22-23 तक ये मिलेगा. सो इस साल भी मिलेगा. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज रिगार्डिंग करंट ईयर्स इंटरेस्ट, बट loan has been repaid back on 31st December 2018. But in my previous year, the date is starting from 1st April 2019. So before my previous year, the loan has been repaid back. So in this case, there will not be any current year interest. So this will be nil. Okay. So every time you have to see your question from two perspectives. First, regarding to the pre-construction interest, and second is regarding to the current year interest. So every time you have to see whether the calculated interest will fall in a particular previous year or not. So in this case, current year interest is nil and only the pre-construction interest 1/5 amount is allowed under your section 24B. I hope this is clear. Now this is illustration 4. Mr. X took a loan of rupees 10 lakh at the rate of 12% per annum on 1st January 2015 for construction of the house. He repaid the loan on 31st August 2017 and the construction of the house is completed on 31st January 2019. Now, in this case, he has repaid back the loan on 31st August 2017, which is prior to the construction of the house. So in that case, I know that my pre-construction period will end on the exact date of the repayment of the loan, that is 31st August 2017. So now you have to compute the deduction available in first case when your house is let out and in the second case when your house is self-occupied. Okay, so first let me just find out the pre-construction period. So this is starting from 1st January 2015 and it ending 31st August 2017. ठीक है, क्योंकि construction is much later, so we don't have to So in this case, pre-construction period is starting from 1st January 15 and is ending on 31st August 17. Means the exact date on 17. इसमें मार्च वाला कंसेप्ट नहीं आएगा. मार्च वाला कंसेप्ट आता है कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द हाउस के केस में. सो इसमें एग्जैक्ट डेट दैट इज 31st August 2017 आप लोगे. सो आपने इसके बीच के सारे मंथ्स निकाले. सो मंथ इज 32 months. So now you will calculate the pre-construction period interest. So 10 lakhs into 12% into 32 months divided by 12. So it is coming out to be 3,20,000. After that, you have divided this with 5. So it is 64,000. Now it is current year interest. So when the payment of loan is done, it is done on 31st August 2017. And it is not in my previous year. It is not outstanding in the previous year, so there is no current year interest and the total interest is 64,000. Okay, so first we have calculated the interest. Now case 1. Case 1, if your property is let out, then the entire interest is allowed as deduction. So entire 64,000 will be allowed as deduction. But in case your house property is self-occupied, so in this case it is allowed as the least of actual is your 64,000 and maximum limit. I am assuming all the other conditions are satisfied. So it is 2 lakh rupees. So 64,000 आपका जो least है, only this is allowed as deduction. वो आपकी सारी condition satisfied हो ही जाती हैं because it is for the construction. Construction is completed within 5 years and the loan is taken after 1999. तो तीनों कंडीशन सेटिस्फाइड है, इसलिए आपका मैक्सिमम लिमिट 2 लाख है. अगर यहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं होके रेनोवेशन होता तो ना तो आपका प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन इंटरेस्ट कंसेप्ट आता, आप नॉर्मल करंट ईयर इंटरेस्ट निकालते और आप करंट ईयर इंटरेस्ट को कंपेयर करते विद 30,000, क्योंकि मैक्सिमम लिमिट इन केस ऑफ रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी इज 30,000. ओके, but in this case, since it is construction and every other condition is satisfied, the maximum limit is rupees 2 lakh. So lower of 64,000. So 64,000 is allowed as deduction. So I hope my video is clear and you all are now confident with the calculation of pre-construction interest. Sorry. But in case you need any assistance in any kind of question, please let me know. I'll just make a separate video for that question. Okay. Okay, and don't forget to please subscribe to my channel and also share my videos with your friends. Thank you.